On today's menu, I decided to make some delicious stuffed chicken breast served with a side of garlic mashed potatoes. I made these before, but it's been a very long time and I was looking for something different to cook and something that is somewhat on the healthy side. I started by slicing the chicken breast and I did make these slices deep. That way I can have enough room to stuff them. I then seasoned them with whatever I had in my pantry. I did garlic pepper, onion powder. I did also use different seasonings off camera, but these are my main ingredients or the seasons that I used, but feel free to use whatever you want. Then I gave them a nice mix. And for my mashed potatoes, instead of me using the minced garlic that comes in a jar, I decided to make my garlic this way. I've seen it all over social media, so I thought that I'd give it a try. I seasoned it. I poured some virgin olive oil on top, and then I just popped it in the oven. Now we're going to go ahead and slice up our onion. I'm only going to be using a red onion, and it's a little under a half onion. This is going to be what I'm going to stuff my chicken breast with. So I'm going to slice them into small dices, or I'm going to dice them into small chunks. And then I took me some garlic butter. You can use whatever garlic butter you want. This is just what I used. Then I stirred them. I sauteed the onions. I also added spinach. Now, I'm sure everybody knows that spinach, it takes a lot of spinach because they shrink tremendously. Now, when I was sauteing them, I was adding some garlic butter on top of each layer that I've added. And this is a pound of spinach, y'all. This is a pound of spinach. And look how small it is. But I made it work anyway. So I added some cream cheese and I added some ranch seasonings. I used 2 different flavors and it came out really delicious. It actually makes a big difference. I also added some black pepper. I used Great Value cheese. Yes, Great Value. I used sharp cheddar and some hickory smoked cheeses. It had like a bunch of different cheeses in it. I think I seasoned a little bit more because I tasted it and it needed a little bit more seasoning. But once you do stir, this is how it should look. And then I went ahead and stuffed my chicken breast with the dip, or I guess you can say the stuffing. So I stuffed it with the spinach, the cream cheese, and I made sure I stuffed them with a lot because I like for my chicken breast to be full. Then I went ahead and I seared them on the oven. I mean, on the stove. And once I seared them, I feel like I could have seared them more, but I just kind of wanted to give myself a head start. So I cooked them on the stove first, and then I popped them into the oven. I did make some mashed potatoes. I didn't film too much of this because I didn't have enough room, but these are some of the ingredients that I did use. And once you're done, it should look like this, y'all. This was so delicious. It was so filling and it was different. So if you guys are looking for something to cook, I would try these out. Thanks for watching.